All right, joining me now is Sky News contributor Graham Richardson. Richo, what did you make of today's announcement by the Prime Minister that he was really going after gas? I think the term was that he was going to put his foot on the gas.
Well, I hope he does. I mean, I've been waiting for someone to do it for years. We've got massive gas reserves. We export a lot, but there's still plenty here. And there's so much more you could do to reduce prices to consumers. And this is, obviously everyone cooks, everyone tries to stay warm. So gas prices matter. And if we can do something about them that we haven't done in the last couple of decades, that'd be fantastic. I don't care whether it's Liberal or Labor doing it, as long as it gets done.
And Richo, Labor has come out and said that it's going to drop its net emissions targets, as Joel Fitzgibbon just pointed out. It's set 2050 as the date, but the 2030 date has been erased. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think Labor is taking steps towards getting a policy that's a bit more realistic. I think Labor's policy on renewables in the past few years has been more about hope than about reality, more about what you dream of than what you can see. And I'd much rather it be about what you can see and what you can reasonably expect. And so I think that Labor is taking the first tentative steps to making their policy sensible.
Richard, good news today in Victoria. No new deaths for the first time in about 2.5 months. And of course, the Premier, Daniel Andrews, announcing an easing of restrictions in the bush, in the regions. Good news? It's
fantastic. I mean, it's taken a while, but the poor old state of Victoria has taken a battering. It's had the full brunt of the COVID problem, and it's good to see that they're finally getting some clear blue sky, and I hope that they don't have second and third waves and that things just get better from here. But it's been a torrid, tough time down there, and so I'm sure that not just for the Premier but for everyone in Victoria, they must be feeling a hell of a lot better now that those numbers are just starting to turn in the right direction.
Richo, what did you think of this stoush between the Libs and the Nats in New South Wales? Of course, calls tonight for John Barilaro to step down. He's had a fairly strong defeat, if you like, on this koala mapping stuff. But what did you make of that blue between the Nats and the Libs?
Well, Barilaro is by far the best of the Nats, so it'd be crazy to dump him. He stands out as easily the best by the length of the straight. So he's got to stay there, and the Liberals and he have got to work out a way of getting on together. I mean, a coalition is never easy, and I think the Nats have been expected to just put their hand up. And in Barilaro, I think what the Liberals and Gladys Berejiklian are finding is someone who won't be treated as a mug, who's someone who won't put his hand up automatically unless and until he thinks that his constituency is being treated fairly, which obviously he doesn't think at the moment.
And Richo, just quickly before we go, the bookies are narrowing the odds of Trump. He's still not the favourite. Biden is slightly the favourite, but the odds are narrowing. I know you've got some pretty strong thoughts on Donald J. Trump, but he's still in it. I mean, he's a survivor.
He's still in it, but he won't survive this one. Biden is really an awful candidate. That's the tragedy of this, is that the two people representing the main parties are nowhere near representative of all the initiative, intelligence, all the wonders of the United States. These two blokes aren't wonders. You're just left wondering.
Good on you, Richo. Good to see you tonight. Graham Richardson, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.